We haven't played Sprocket in a while, so why don't we actually give it a go again? Today, we are going to be jumping into Sprocket. We're going to be building a very light tank with a pretty decent gun. Then we're going to be going into the scenarios, we're going to go into ambush, and we are going to annihilate everything that comes our way. Let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? Okay, new design. Let's go ahead and do this, shall we? Freeform holes. Yes, there we go. Let's go ahead and go to faces and essentially slap this thing all the way backwards to there. If even further, actually, let's go to here instead. Now, I said this was going to be a light tank, and honestly, it is going to be a light tank, so we need to make sure it is small and agile. Here we go. It is actually going to be very long, though. That is the one thing that I am going to say. This thing is going to be a long boy. Anyway, let's go to tracks and decrease the separation of these guys. There we go. The separation of the tracks as well. The tracks themselves are only going to be like that thick, which is not very thick. And we're going to go and drag this guy backwards to, I don't know, there, I guess. That does mean that we have to move this guy forwards, but we can obviously do that if we do this. So select all, there we go, move it forwards to here. That is fandabby-dozy. And yeah, this should actually work out quite nicely, I do believe. Let's go ahead and make this guy a little bit skinnier and make everything else a little bit skinnier. And then we are good to go. So, spacing. I guess we can have a little bit of spacing in between them. We'll have 3 wheels. That seems like a decent amount of wheels, I guess. And we're going to go ahead and drop this guy down. And hopefully this ends up looking pretty good. Honestly, so far, I like the way this looks. Okay, spacing on the axle. Let's go ahead and push this in. For some reason, I can't actually do that. Uh-oh. How do I move these guys inwards? I think we do it through config, and we adjust it this way. Hey, there we go. We can actually do it. Nice. We then need to go back to the layout. We need to reduce the amount of these guys, and that is pretty much it. Okay, so let's go ahead and give these guys a little bit of thickness. There we go, just so we don't get one shot in our tracks. Obviously, we don't want that to happen, so that is why I'm doing this. We're then going to go to compartments, and we're going to go ahead and try and make a nice shaped tank. I don't know how this is going to go, but this is exactly what I want to do. So grab this guy at the front, send it backwards slightly. There we go. Go ahead and grab this guy, extend it, send it upwards just a little bit. And then go to points, grab these guys, send it backwards, actually quite a lot. I might even drop that down a little bit. There we go. Extend this up again. There we go. Fantastic. Bring it upwards to about there. Grab all of these guys, extend it out sideways. Grab this one, maybe that one as well, and maybe even this one. Extend those, bring them forwards, and I think we can do quite a nice shape out of these. Let's bring that guy backwards to there. Drop this guy backwards just like so. And then make this bit look nice, maybe by doing this. Hey, there we go. Okay, good. All right, so at the back of this thing, let's go ahead and grab these guys. There we go. Send them towards the center, just like this. Go to faces. Let's grab this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Extend those guys backwards, just like so. And I guess all we have to do from there is grab these two, send those forwards like that, and let's see what this looks like. Mobility. Yeah, I mean, it looks weird, but I think it sort of suits the era, so I think we're good. Alright, next thing, let's go to Sprocket Wheel. Go ahead and attach that one to there like so. We'll then go to Road Wheels. We'll make them look like that. Okay, Return Rollers, we'll actually make those guys look like that. And the Return Rollers themselves are actually going to be quite large. I do want to fit them somewhat in here, so we'll do that like that. And I think that actually looks pretty cool. So we'll leave it somewhat just as is. There we go, good. From there, we need to actually get an engine. So the engine's going to go on the back. And we also need an actual point for our cannon as well. So what I'm going to do is actually go to this guy, and even this guy, and this guy. Going to extend those guys upwards. I'm going to send this guy forwards like this. There we go. And I think I might be able to actually drag this guy and this guy sideways just a little bit. Out to the edge back there. There we go, good. Leave this guy upwards in the sky, drag this guy backwards just a little bit, and our cannon and our turret can actually fit up there. This all seems a little bit too big though, so let's go ahead and drop this down just a little bit. There we go, fantastic. We're then going to have to go to our mobility, drag this guy downwards, drag these guys downwards. There we go, slowly but surely we'll get this correct. We're going to even drag this guy downwards, and I'm going to make the idler wheel just a little bit smaller, actually. So bring this down, and there we go. Honestly, that looks fabulous. That looks so good. Okay, so now that we've done that, I believe that might actually be touching there. So let's make that a tiny bit smaller. And then we can actually start with the... Wait, actually, that's not what I wanted. But actually, it does work. So if we space these out and then we bring this forwards, that does actually work very well. Nice. Okay, good job, me. We're doing it. All right, next job. Even though this is not necessarily the actual next job, we're going to do it anyway. So these guys are going to go on the rear right here like this. They're our exhaust. That seems pretty good. From here, we're actually going to go ahead and grab one of these guys. I'm going to make it relatively small, and that's going to go quite far forward like this. Actually, if I could spin it around and I could put it there, that would be fantastic. We're going to go ahead and spin this guy around, and I'm going to put it right there. We're then going to grab one of these, going to make it very small, and that is going to go on the back. There we go. That looks fantastic. I really like it. Alright, so how do the crew get in and out of this tank? Well, I'm going to actually create a very, very weak spot on the front side. This is how our crew is going to get in and out of the vehicle. I know it's not right, and I know it's not a very good way of doing it, but I kind of like it, so that is why it's there. I'm then going to go ahead and make these guys very small right here, and that is where our driver is going to sit. Again, very strange, but kind of okay. We'll only have this on one side. There we go, good. On the other side, we'll actually have one of these guys mounted, I guess, sort of like this. There we go. Gonna push this in, and I'm gonna angle it, and hopefully that'll look good. It might not. There we go. Okay, cool. We can then move this guy downwards, shove it down inside, and that should look pretty good. Nice, yeah. It is light time. Okay, so lights, we're gonna go ahead and attach these guys down at the front like this. I'm then going to go ahead and grab them, shove them inside there like so, bring them slightly to the sides, go to structural, grab one of these guys so they could go over the top, and then sort of just merge that with that. We're then going to go to this guy, and I'm going to make it slightly skinnier. There we go. Lovely. Good. Okay, towards the rear, let's go ahead and try and make this bit look a little bit nicer by doing these guys. That one's going to go there. I'm going to go ahead and extend it so it's actually relatively large. We're then going to shove it on there, and we're going to get another one and shove it just above. Honestly, that makes it look way better back there, and I'm really happy with it. Currently, we only weigh 4.3 tons, and that is pretty good, I think. We're going to have the driver be both the driver and also the commander. This might be a really weird way of doing it, but sure. And then we also need a gunner loader, so that's what that'll be. There we go. The first guy doesn't actually need to be anything. Driver, commander, gunner, loader. There we go. Only a two-person tank. Alright, turns out we still need more space. So let's go to fuel tank and get rid of pretty much all of the fuel. There we go. We are still too much, but that's okay. I think we'll be fine. Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and put 0 fuel in this thing, and we're going to go ahead and put a fuel tank on the back. That is literally the only fuel this thing is getting. I don't know what the capacity is. It looks like it is 45 liters, which should be enough. Yeah, totally should. It's time for the turret! Okay, go ahead and shove this guy onto the center right there. Go ahead and make the diameter of this guy a lot smaller, and we're going to make a circular turret just to fit directly on there. Okay, so I wasn't actually basing this tank off anything, but now it looks like a BT-7 or a BT-5, and I'm actually completely fine with that. Those tanks are cool looking. So, we've built the turret. It is rounded. It is also extended towards the rear, which, you know, is fine. We're going to have to put a gun on there. We're going to have to make it look pretty and stuff, and then we can actually just go into a battle. Now, we do need one of these. However, we kind of needed one of these for the driver, because the driver is also the commander. So they can't be in both of these at the same time. But honestly, that's okay. We'll leave it as is. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and attach one of these guys onto here like this, and I'm going to extend it so it's a lot longer. That actually makes them look really cool. Other than that, I don't know what else to actually put up here. Maybe we could actually attach one of these guys, there we go, and extend it so it's a little bit taller like this, and then maybe even like lift it. There you go, so that's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. All right, cool. From there, we obviously need to actually attach a gun, so let's go ahead and go to mantlets. This is my interwar gun. This is the one that I always go for, the interwar mantlet. And I think it doesn't look too bad. So we're going to get a 67mm gun. The length of the propellant is actually going to be quite long. which means the length of the gun is actually going to be quite long. And hopefully it actually does some damage. There you go. That looks crazy. I like it, though. All right, let's go ahead and make it a little bit smaller. Muzzle brake is going to be one of these guys. And I think that'll do the job. I think that will definitely do the job. Alright, okay, so it turns out the driver cannot be the commander as well. I think the guy in the cockpit, in the turret, is actually going to be that. So let's go ahead and make the driver actually sit down there. There we go. We're going to give the driver less room by a hell of a lot. And we're going to give the gunner and loader a little bit less room. There we go. We're going to have 0 armor on this thing. Literally none. So that'll be good. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to compartments. We're going to click on this guy. Basket space is going to go up. There we go. And then we can actually add some rounds into there. And that will be us, actually. So let's grab some of these. There we go. We don't want too many rounds. But, like, we want some. Let's go ahead and make this real small. There we go. We'll angle it over to the side. Kind of like this. And we'll actually move it over. So just grab this guy. Send it this way. Send it backwards also. There we go. And then maybe add an extra one. Hey, nice. Okay, how many rounds is that? That's about 30 rounds. That's probably too many rounds. I'm not going to lie. So let's go ahead and make that slightly smaller. Here we go. Even less, just. There we go. So that is more like 16 rounds. I think that'll work. I think that'll be fine. Okay, so let's give it a livery. We're going to go with... I don't know what this one actually is. It looks really cool, though. So I think we'll actually go with it. Saturation, a little bit less. There we go. Condition, meh. There you go. Grime, sure. Hue, I mean, we could make it sort of green looking. That looks kind of awesome, actually. We're going to go with that. And then the decals, I mean, it has to be, doesn't it? It has to be a Soviet tank. With the way I've designed the turret and stuff, it has to be. So there you go. That's going to go there. And we're also going to put it on the doors at the front. There we go. Fantastic. Now, what I would really love to do is add some of these, okay? So we're only going to do it in select places. I'm probably only going to do a few, so that's going to go there. We'll add a few down the side as well. Just try and make it look nice. There we go. And then we'll actually do a few across the front as well. So these guys go across here. There we go. Kind of like this. We're then going to do the same thing again, like this. And realistically, I should do it on the turret too, but that's fine. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm very, very happy with this. Let's go ahead and do these guys as well. There we go. Those guys are going to go right there and right there. And we're also going to go and attach these guys to the front like this. And we're going to squidge them in. That's it. That is all we need. Oh, and I'm also going to do this too. Just for fun. There we go. Right. Is this thing going to be able to complete this mission? I think so. Let's call it the Ambush Winner. The Ambush Winner. With that being said, actually, let's go to the mobility. Go to engine. We don't need it to be so big. We can actually go with like 0.5 right there. And we can actually rev it really high. And I think that'll be fine. Okay, let's see what happens. I mean, it's sort of working, kind of, but not really. Yeah, you know what? No, this works. Here we go. Let's kill the enemies. Here we go. It's been a long time since I've actually played this game, so aiming might be a bit difficult. No, it turns out that guy's dead already. What about this guy? We've lost a tank. We've lost a tank. I think that guy's still alive. All right, now he's dead. Excellent. Where did they get shot from? I don't know where my friendly tanks just got shot from, but I thought it was the side. It's not the side. I don't know where they died from. Anyway, there's only one tank remaining on the enemy team. Is it you? Are you alive? Are you dead? I think that one's dead. It must be the boss tank at the end. Uh-oh. I don't know whether we'll be able to pen its armor, but let's try. Uh-oh, it has taken them out. Ambush... Oh, no, it's not. Ambush Winner 1 just took out Ambush Winner 3. That's not really what I'm looking for in my friendly tanks. Not for them to shoot each other anyway. But, you know, we're going to continue in, assuming that we have backup of our friends and they're not going to shoot me. I don't think that's going to be the case, though, but we'll see. There's still 6 of us remaining. Sorry, I mean 5 of us remaining. So we still have a chance here, if we can pen its armor. Which I think is actually highly unlikely at this point. Let's try and sneak around. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Try and rev up the engine. send it up the hill. Hopefully it can't see me. And we're gonna ambush it from the back. So their ambush turned into my ambush, I think. Beep, beep, I'm a sheep. I'm coming in. I'm coming over. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, no. We've stalled. Our advance has stalled because our engine sucks balls. All right, come on. Charge. Give it a run up. Nice. Hey! I didn't expect that to actually go through there first time, but it totally did. There we go. Ambush winner actually won the ambush in 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Excelente. I think we've done a pretty good job there. So, yeah. Anyway, that's actually going to be it. If you guys want to see more Sprocket content on this channel, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what kind of tanks you want to see. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Oh, and I should mention as well, we were actually at 4.27 tons. So we were a light tank, like I just said, at the beginning of the video. And also, we had a pretty decent gun because we did manage to take out the end boss as well. So we did a good job.